Hey everyone, Licht here, and today I'm going to share with you 5 insane tips to clear the Spiral Abyss. Most of the F2B players are stuck in this part of the game, but after watching this video, it will be super easy for you to clear the Spiral Abyss, at least up to floor 8. Since this is an F2P guide, it will require you a little bit of a grinding. Not a little bit, a little much of a grinding. Starting with our tip number 1, do never rush to clear the Spiral Abyss. Most of the new players after starting Genshin Impact start with the Abyss floors, start to rush with the Abyss floors to get the Primogems. You can clear up to floor 3 and chamber 3, but that is also when you are at adventure rank 21 to 25 with your characters well built up to level 40 or well between 35 to 40. Then only you can clear up to floor 3 chamber 3 to get Xiangling. Take your time to clear the abyss as it is not a part of the main story. I myself started to clear the abyss floors from the 4th floor when I was at adventure rank 45 with my characters built up to level 70. So it was super easy for me to clear the level 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it was not a problem for me. Now, tip number 2 is make 2 teams and start leveling them up. Since from floor 5, 2 teams will be required. As you can see on the screen, at floor 6 or at floor 5, if I start the floor, then it shows 2 halves, first half and second half. So you will be required to form 2 teams and start leveling them up. So level up their talents and add good artifacts. As you can see, my Diluc with talent level 4, 6, 6, Zhongli with talent level 5, 5, 4, and Fischl with talent 5, 5, and this one is 3 because it is not so important. Barbara with 4, talent level 4, and also my artifacts. If you don't have 5-star artifact, you can also give them 4-star, but make sure to level them up. See, I have 2 4-star and 3 5-star artifacts. For Fischl, I have 3 4-star and 2 5-star artifacts. For Diluc, I have 4 5-star and 1 4-star artifact, but all of them are leveled up. So make sure to level up your artifacts also. I would like to recommend you to level up your character up to level 65, but bare minimum up to level 50. Look, as I have leveled up my Diluc till level 80, my Barbara to level 60, Zhongli 80, Fischl level 80, my Xiao to level 70, Bennett level 60, Diana level 60, Chonghyun level 50. So I can use any of these characters since I have good artifacts and also level them up. Again, I want to remind you that this video is about how to clear your spiral abyss easily. So if you level up your characters, it will be super easy to clear the spiral abyss. Coming to tip number 3, which is also an extension of tip number 2, is that give your characters good weapon. By good weapon I mean if you are giving 3-star weapons to your characters, then you will be easily capable to refine them up to 5, or if you are giving them 4-star weapons, then you will be able to make them up to level 40 to 45, which is also very important. Leveling your weapon is as important as leveling your characters. Like for example, if you see that I have my deluxe weapon at 80, Zhongli's weapon at 70, and Fischl's weapon, which is the Favonius Warbow, is at 70. Chongyun's weapon is at 40. Bennett's weapon is at 40. So at least 40 to 45 you should be having your weapons. Now coming to the most important tips, that is tip number 4 and tip number 5. The tip number 4 is before you challenge any specific floor of Spiral Abyss, make sure to check the leyline disorder. For example, like you can see in the screen right now, that I have cleared up to floor 6. Now if I want to challenge floor 7, what I should do is I should not directly challenge the floor. I should see the Leyland disorder. What is the Leyland disorder? The crit hits will generate elemental particles and orbs, can only occur once every 15 seconds, and the crit damage dealt by all party members is increased by 120%. So by this you get an advantage that what you should how you should prepare yourself for this floor. Since the crit damage is increased to 120%, you should increase the crit rate. If you increase the crit rate, it will generate elemental particles. You will be able to use the elemental burst more frequently, and it will also deal more crit damage. So this is an advantage if you see the Leyland disorder. What is the Leyland disorder of that specific floor? Now coming to the last and the most important tip, that is, while challenging a specific floor, you should also check that which type of enemies are coming. For example, as you can see on the screen that I have completed till chamber 6, and while starting chamber 7, I should not start directly. I should check on chamber 1 what are the enemies that are going to appear. As you can see that on the first half there will be a cryo gunner, hydro gunner and an electro gunner. So for cryo and hydro you can take a pyro character, pyro DPS, like it may be Diluc. If you don't have Diluc, no problem, you can take Xiangling, which is an F2P character, a good character to do an elemental reaction. Also take Fischl. If you don't have Fischl, you can take Lisa for overload. And since you have an Electro Hammer Vanguard, you should also take a cryo character which can easily destroy its shield. For example, Kaya, Chongyun, Diona. Kaya is an F2P character, so it will be available to all of you. For the second half, you can see Cryo Gunner, Pyro Slinger, and an Anemo Vanguard. The Anemo is the neutral one, so you can take any character, but for the Cryo, you also need another Pyro DPS. And for the Pyro Slinger, you need a water character. For example, Barbara, Noel with you. So for the Cryo Gunner, you have to break it with Geo. It will not be a problem. For chamber 2, you see there is another Electro Hammer in the first half. So you should obviously take the cryo character to your first half team and not to your second half. And in the third chamber you see there is an Electro Hammer in both the halves. So you should obviously take the cryo character to your first half team, and your hydro character which will be useful against this pyro slinger, which are second half of every chamber. So you should take your hydro character to the second half team because the pyro slinger is in the second half. So this was it with 5 crazy tips how to clear the spiral abyss super easily, and I hope you like the video. If you do like the video, then please like and subscribe to my channel. I hope you can see I have only 4 subscribers, so please, if you can subscribe to my channel, it will mean a lot to me. So thank you and see you in the next one.